to another video here from Electronica. This time we're at the RS booth and we're joined by Lindsley Ruth, CEO of RS Components, and Pete Wood, the homegrown hacker here.
Yes, Design Spark, yeah, correct.
So Electronica is of course going on in November, so we're closing in on the full calendar year. So how has the year been for RS Components?
Well, the year's been fantastic for RS. We've really been focused on doing the basics well and getting back to the roots of our business, which is all focused around the customer, providing 24-hour service with a smile and driving an improved customer experience, putting the customer at the heart of everything we do. Part of that's obviously directed towards the suppliers as well, as our suppliers are customers too. So this year at Electronica, we've invested more than we've ever invested into Electronica to provide an improved experience, not only for our customers, but our suppliers as well.
As one of the bigger distributors, you also get a feel for what's going on in the market before everyone else gets notice of it. So are we seeing any trends on the horizon? What can we expect from 2017?
Well, I think if you see behind us here, this kiosk, this is all about the Internet of Things. And it's nothing new with Industry 4.0. But we're just really coming into our own in terms of understanding what our role is and exploiting big data and offering insight based upon data to our customers and our suppliers to improve the profitability of both sets of customers. So really important. It's in its infancy, and there's a lot that we'll be doing in the future around IoT.
Like you said, it's in its infancy, so how are you going to capitalize on this?
Well, I think it's twofold. One is via big data, and as a distributor with a very broad supply base as well as a broad customer base, you can imagine the transactions we have, the amount of data we have within our system. So that has tremendous value to suppliers around insight on what's selling, what's not selling, where customers are looking online, what are the hot technology areas. We also have our Design Spark community, which feeds in information on that front as well. And then I think there's the design side of the IoT world, where we can help not only our suppliers, but customers connect their products to the internet moving forward. So there's a connectivity side of the business as well related to IoT.
It's going to be interesting to see how you do with all this.
Well, we're certainly on the right path so far.
Pete, last time you and I met, you showed me some great toys. You also showed me how you had sent a Superman up in space using a Raspberry Pi.
That's right, yeah, that was a couple of years ago now, so amazing.
2 years ago.
So still getting a lot of interest from that project, so it's amazing how well that is done, and it's just a great example of engineering and how we brought our community together, how we used our tools, how we used everyone that we knew to create this really awesome and fun project. It was great.
What kind of madness have you cooked up this time?
So, I don't know about madness, but we have some quite good things, some fun here today. So, as Liz was saying earlier, we have this Internet of Things area here. What we're basically trying to do is show our products being used in real-world applications. So, within here, we've got right from industrial kind of applications where we can monitor factory lines. We can see when a factory line has gone down. We can alert this up to this IBM Bluemix cloud. We can have a robot arm that's controlled via the internet. We have the Things Network here, which is an open network for people who want to connect devices to the Internet of Things. And then we have our greenhouse, which is a really, really cool example of how connected technology, so we can set an environment for the greenhouse, and when those parameters change, we can tell it to turn on the fan or put on the lights, so the growing conditions are always perfect. So this is just a great little showcase of how real-world applications can work.
But it's the first day still, but which one of these setups have yielded most interest, really?
The most interest so far has been from the greenhouse. I think it's not a very exciting project, but it just is showing how you can control over the internet the conditions for the growing environment.
And you don't really connect the greenhouse with electronics anyway, so you want to see how the hell you made that one.
Absolutely, LED lighting features quite heavily in there. LED lighting, again, a very fast-paced technology now that is evolving. We're all getting LEDs in our homes. They're very low power. They're the future of lighting, so they're great. These Petunia grow lights that we've got here, they're optimized for growing conditions, so they're brilliant.
Well, I thank you for taking the time to talk to me, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I think maybe we want to launch an official campaign right now. It's been a couple of years since we sent Superman in space with Pete. that I think we should start a campaign to see if we can send Pete into space.
Oh, that would be
like
great.
to see that.
Maybe
However,
next
we
Electronica.
need to put him in a Superman suit then.
Well, we can do that. We can do that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can put something
He's got
together.
the personality to handle
Yeah.
it. I
Well,
think.
you know, we've got a design community of 500,000 engineers. I'm sure they can come up with some great designs and concepts if we can do that, right? You
Let's
know?
look at it.
Why not?
Yeah, let's
Why
look
not?
at it.
That would be
You
cool.
may only get one shot at that one.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, fellas.
Thank you
Cheers.
very much.